On this episode of Carnage, we're driving the Ute all the way from Melbourne to Summernats, and we're going to make 1,000 horsepower at the tyres. So here's the thing, I've already driven to Canberra. Yes, I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. We left Dandenong about 7:30 a.m, got up here about 5 p.m. and the Ute has done the trip quite well, which is amazing considering it was 36 degrees today. What the fudge? That was not on the scorecards, I've got to say. I mean, it was not on my bingo card to drive this thing up in 36 degree heat. I have done some work to the cooling system, done some work with the steam ports, didn't really do anything. Did some work to the heater cooling system, that didn't affect anything. You know what did affect it? Buying a 25 litre water drum and a 12 volt pump from Bunnings, and then some irrigation lines, and then setting up 6 little squirters in front of the radiator, and then hooking it up to the CAN keypad. So now I just push the CAN keypad button for as long as I want it to squirt. It squirts water on the radiator, it brings the temp down, and we can do things like drive the car in 36 degree heat. Pretty amazing. So the CAN keypad thing's pretty cool. You know, you just hold the button for as long as you want it. So, you know, a couple Yarrawongas will do it, you know, 1 Yarrawonga, 2 Yarrawonga. Sometimes you'll give it a Barnawatha, 1 Barnawatha, 2 Barnawathas, but you never go further than that, because it sprays water all over the serpentine belt. Belt starts slipping, starts squealing. Things get messy after that. So give it a couple little squirts, it helps with the cooling, and we've made it to Summernats. So why have we come to Summernats? Well, obviously it's the greatest horsepower party in Australia. You know, there's going to be over 2,500 cars, 100,000 people. It is the ultimate celebration of horsepower here in Australia. And talking horsepower, well, we're going to go to Horsepower Heroes, run the Ute up on the dyno, and I'm not saying we're going to be the first to actually drive to Summernats and make 1,000 at the tyres, but we don't know who has. So here's the thing, we worked out over the years of Horsepower Heroes, probably 40 people have done 1,000 horsepower at the tyres. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Like 40 different people have run over 1,000 horsepower at the tyres. But I don't think many of them drove to Summernats, many if any. I don't know. We don't have any figures on that, but I do know from the early days of Horsepower Heroes, a lot of those guys, when actually Rob Vickery was the first to do 1,000 at the tyres, you know, there was around Summernats 13-ish, I don't know, I'd have to look up the proper things, but around those days. And then every year since then, it's mostly been the guy wins with over 1,000 horsepower at the tyres. But like I said, I don't think many of them drove them, if any. Jake Edwards, who lives in Canberra, has won Summernats Horsepower Heroes 5 times, but even he was towing his Tirana to the event. You know, he may have driven it once or twice, but most of the times he brought it on the back of his truck. You know, so yeah, I don't know that many, if any, have actually driven their car to Summernats and made 1,000 horsepower at the tyres. Well, that's our aim. That's what we're going to do. And even if others have done it, I figure less people would have done it than have walked on the moon. So anyway, we're here at GIO Stadium. We have missed out on scrutineering because it shut at 6 o'clock and I got here at 6:05. So we're going to come back in the morning, get scrutineered, and then we're going to do the city cruise for the first time ever. I don't think we've ever been part of the city cruise before, so that's going to be exciting. And then we're going to book in for some dyno action, and like I said, we're here to make over 1,000 horsepower at the tyres. So let's check in the morning, see how we go with that. is the next day. It is 8 a.m. in the morning and we're in the line for scrutineering. Yesterday was a big day. I don't know if I was actually coherent in my intro, but I said a lot of words. But just to reiterate, we drove this thing up from Melbourne. It is over 700 Ks. That car makes 1,300 horsepower at the flywheel. So yeah, I don't think there's many guys driving their 1,300 horsepower street cars, 800 Ks or whatever, to Summernats. But we did. So today, scrutineering, then we're gonna get the car, I'm gonna give the car a bit of a bath, get it ready for city cruise. And then we've got a pretty easy day after that, although there is the Street Machine Summernats party after that, but that's a private event. But yeah, that's our schedule for today, I think. Basically, scrutineering, city cruise, party. Sounds like a good time. Let's do it. All done, let's go inside. Right, so scrutineering done. We're gonna head inside, give this thing a bit of a once over with the spray and wipe, and yeah, go and join the lineup for the city cruise, which is in a couple hours. So this will be exciting because I've never done the city cruise as an entrant. We always miss out every year because we ask too late. So this year we put it down straight up. This is, I think, the lowest entrant number I've ever had, 593. So we're in the city cruise. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. And yeah, that'll be a blast. Well, here we are, forming up for the city cruise. Look at it, there's just hundreds of cars. So I'm just topping up our water supply here. This is going to save us during Summernats. Although on a day like today, it's not very hot, which is great. It's going to be mid-20s today, that's awesome. We shouldn't need to use too much water. But yesterday when it was 36, we were going through 25 litres per 100 Ks. That's of water. We're doing similar with fuel as well, but yeah, water alone, we're using a bit. But yeah. We are lined up for the city cruise though, and in amongst several hundred other awesome machines. We're going to get out there, cruise the streets of Canberra. It's going to be great. Whoa, what do we got here? This will do. Oh, I'm set now. You got me feeling like a firebolt. High in the sky. Looking like a thunderstorm, boy. Here we go, go. You're easy to remember, so hard to forget. Baby, it's a coward way you strut. How could I not worship every inch of feet? So here we are on the city cruise with our twin turbo Ute. I mean, this thing pumps out 1,300 horsepower engine temp right now is 90 degrees, so we're laughing. I mean, how many 8-second cars do you reckon are on this city cruise? Wouldn't be a lot, I don't think, but here we are, loving life. This is amazing. Like, cruising with just some absolutely killer cars. This is the life. Turnaround point now, so streets are lined with people. Seeing the cars on the other side coming back the other way as well. So yeah, this is the real nexus point, but I just can't believe there are literally thousands of people lining the streets, and just 300 plus of the nicest street cars you'll ever see. It's a real mix of cars as well, and yeah, Ute is doing really well. We're still at 90 degrees, which is just amazing. Woohoo! And yeah, we're having the time of our life. This is Thursday. We've still got 3.5 days to go with Summernats. It's going to be amazing. Back into the fray on the Summernats cruise route. We'll go park up for a while, have a drink, and yeah, relax for the rest of the day. We'll also go down and book in for some dyno action tomorrow, so I figure that might do us for the video today, unless you want to see some Summernats party action. But yeah, we'll go park up, have a cool drink, join you again tomorrow. Right, well, Summernats, Friday morning. We are in the Haltech Horsepower Heroes dyno cell. We're going to run the Ute up and see if we can do part 2 of our mission, which is make 1,000 horsepower at the rear. We've already driven it up from Melbourne, over 700 k's, 10 hours of driving. That was a bit of a mission, but now we're going to run it up on the dyno, see if we can do over 1,000. We're pretty confident we can do over 1,000, but can we do enough to qualify for the finals on Sunday? I don't know. The top qualifiers right now are Abe with 1,500, Arby with about 1,270 something, and then a Commodore Wagon made about 1,240. So we have to make 1,240 to even qualify for the finals. The car's done 11:30 on its one and only time on the dyno, but admittedly, when it did 11:30, it blew off the boost pipe. So was it going to make more? We don't know. So let's run it up on the dyno, see if we can make 1,000 at least. That's a new PB right there. New PB, baby. Yes! Number 2, baby. That's us, number 2. Wow. What happened? There's no problems. He's like, 2's enough. Look at that. Second qualifier. Well, that's a wrong figure, but yeah. Number 2 qualifier. Hopefully, that's it. Hopefully we can make it back. There we go. Make it for Sunday, make the finals, hopefully. I don't think we can catch Abe. Abe is at 1,500 horsepower with his Godzilla. But that's a new record for us. Carnage. But yeah, so our goal of driving here and making 1,000 horsepower, yeah, we drove here and we made 1,000 kilowatts. We're going to drive it home. Hopefully that's enough to qualify for the Sunday. I mean, we're number 2 at the moment, but yeah, hopefully we can come back on Sunday. And look, I don't think it's going to win because Abe's thing is just, you know, 1,500 horsepower is going to be a big stretch. It was never made to make that sort of power, but yeah, wow. Hey guys, so it's Saturday here at Summernats. We just spent 45 minutes lining up to get inside the place. It is packed today, it is capacity, it's sold out. But the car didn't get over 93 degrees all the way in. The water squirter setup is running mint. But we're gonna add some wastegate springs to it today, so we're gonna make more boost, so when we hit the finals tomorrow, and I think we're in the finals tomorrow, so when we make the finals, we're gonna run more boost and see if we can catch Abe's XF. Not sure that we can, but we might as well give it a try. Okay, we got a gate. There we go. See, Abe's even here giving me advice. How's that? The spirit of competition, man. All right, so we've got that spring in it now. I think these are the little 3-pounders, I think. Yeah. Whack that in the middle. Alrighty. Yeah, this one's a little bit harder to get out, especially when you undo the wrong bolt. Undid the screamer pipe, not the actual wastegate. That makes access a bit easier. All right, that one's a little bit harder to get out, but we'll add some spring to it, make more boost. Another car just did 1,600 horsepower on the dyno just then, so I'm no longer 3rd qualifier, I'm 4th. But I am 2nd qualifier in the V8 boosted class, because the other car was a 6-cylinder, so I'm still 2nd behind Abe, I'm 1 in front of Barbie. That's for the V8 booster class, but overall, you know, we're gonna have to find some power to beat these Barra 6s. Can't let a Barra win, can we? LS's to the front. Right, okay, let's get that back on. Okay, job done. Wow, she's hot in here. Well, it's not too bad in here, but certainly hot outside. But yeah, should have a couple more pounds of boost now. Will we make the top 3? I don't know, but we'll be definitely top 3 in the boosted category. We're 2nd at the moment, like I said. Can we make it top 3 overall? I don't know. We'll find out. But I think maybe we should go for a walk, get a cool drink, and sample some of the other action that Summernats has to offer. Feel like a little kid with a backpack on. Wow, it is hectic today. It is literally sold out. They have sold all the tickets. Look at this, blown cars cruising, wall-to-wall people. It's just amazing. But I heard there's a surprise for us down on the VPW stand, so let's go down and check that out. I heard they've got a new product. Wow, how big's the Haltech stand this year? We've got Benny's 7-second Cresta, looking very nice. Wow, they've got all the merch, haven't they? Shirts, hats, key rings. So we warned you that these were coming, but here they are, bead locks from VPW and Street Pro. So we've got several different styles. We've got powder coated black, we've got polished alloy. They've got a deal this weekend, bead locks and front, so front and rear wheels with bead locks, with nuts, $5,000. I mean, normally you'll pay $4,000 per rim for a bead lock. They're expensive, so good quality product. I mean, we've run Street Pro wheels for years. They've run really well on the Ute. We've been running, you know, mid-8s, 165 mile an hour without the bead locks, but we have noticed just a little bit of slippage on the tyre and the rim. So we're going to go bead locks, solve that issue, man, and affordable. So it's been a big day at Summernats. So the dyno today, there's been some excitement. Top car's done 2,000 horsepower in our class. So that bumped me down a level. So I'm third qualifier, and Arby got knocked out. So yeah, but I'm still in the finals. So tomorrow morning we're in the final. Right now though, we're in the Super Cruise. So that's pretty awesome. It's kind of, we got out here, it was kind of a hurry up and wait situation. And how are we? Hurry up and wait situation. So we lined up and getting the car ready, and then all of a sudden it's go, go, go. So we're into it already, no intro. And we're doing laps. There we go, whee! Gotcha! There we go, there we go. There we go, whee! So we're finishing up the Super Cruise right now, heading out on the cruise where we're going to have to find somewhere to park up. Don't know where that's going to be, because we've been parked on the oval most of the time. And then we're going to go check out, I guess, some fireworks, the Hot Dub time machine, which is actually pretty good. It's a DJ, he's pretty cool. And yeah, I might go have a slushy actually. A slushy would be good. But tomorrow, it's all about the dyno finals. We're not going to win, but we'll show up. We'll make a representative pool. I'm hoping somewhere north of 1400 horsepower. That'd be great. We'll see you then.
No fucking sarcasm.
Yeah, brother! And here we are, Sunday, Horsepower Hero Finals. We're in the finals. I know, it's amazing. I have been coming here to Summernats for 30 years, and I was thinking about it this morning. This wasn't even, I can't say it's a dream come true, because I didn't think this was even achievable for me. I didn't think I would ever make a Horsepower Heroes final at Summernats. I've been following Horsepower Heroes all those years. My mate Jason Gray won back-to-back. I used to work with and for Jason. I knew Jason before all that as well. He's no longer with us, but he would be laughing his ass off right now. He would be so happy for me, but also laughing that here I am all these years later with a ute that makes over 1,000 horsepower, actually over 1,000 kilowatts at the wheels. Like, Jason would be so stoked for me, and I wish he was here to see this. You know, but so I'm going to do this one for him today. He used to do some Horsepower Heroes with a VS GTS, and here we are with a VS Ute. It's yeah, so this one today, this one's for Jason. Love you, buddy. I'm sorry you're not here anymore. I wish you were. But we have a big day ahead of us. We're going to run her up in the final. We've got some tough competition, I'm not going to lie. I don't think we're going to win anything. We are third in the boosted V8 class. We are fifth overall. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be taking any trophies home today. But we're going to try and do a new PB with the car. So in qualifying, we did 1,346.6 horsepower, over 1,000 kilowatts, which is awesome, especially when you consider we drove this thing here. I know I keep harping on that, but think about it. How many cars drove to Summernats with that sort of power? I'm saying one, you know? So, top qualifier is the blue VL, over 2,000 horsepower. Abe come out for another crack yesterday with the brown XF with a Godzilla in it, did 1,700 horsepower. So we are very much the poor little cousins here today, but 1,346 horsepower is not to be sneezed at. It's certainly enough to get us in the sevens, and we'll be doing that in the next month or two. But today, it's all about the dyno, so let's go do a new PB on the dyno. However, we're going to try and run a PB here today. I have put some extra spring in the wastegates, so I added a spring to each of the wastegates. It has Turbo Smart wastegates and blow-off valves, and Turbo Smart's another sponsor. Haltech ECU, so Nexus ECU, you know, and those things are just brilliant. I mean, Haltech has been a great sponsor for us. And, you know, it's proof that the thing is totally drivable, you know, so we've driven it legitimately, drove it from Melbourne to here and made over 1,000 kilowatts. It's just amazing. That's a new PB! That is awesome. I don't know what boost it was, but it sounded like a lot.
Job.
So we're going to drive it back to Melbourne. Like I said, drive it here, make over 1,300 horsepower at the rear, drive it home. I mean, who could ask for more than that? We're not saying that no one has ever done this before, because I don't know who has driven to Summernats before, but I figure over in the years of this, I mean, I don't think anyone would have driven here and made 1,000 kilowatts if they even did 1,000 horsepower. So I am pretty proud of that. That is an engine I've built. I'm stoked the rods are in it. So thank you all for coming. I hope you had a great weekend.
Congratulations again to Scotty with the PB. Safe travels on your 10-hour drive.
So there we have it. 1,362.4 horsepower. We are stoked with that result. We've driven here to Summernats. We've made over 1,000 kilowatts at the tyres twice, and we're going to take it home. So I think that is a huge win. I don't think I'll take it down Skid Row. That's very tempting, but you know what? I think we'll just take it home intact. But Summernats isn't over yet, so we'll go grab ourselves a slushie and we'll talk about what's next. Well, that is a wrap on Summernats 37. It's been a pretty good year. We came, we saw, we didn't quite conquer, but we did pretty damn well. We drove up here, we work out 680 kilometres through 36-degree temperatures, like stinking hot. The Ute didn't overheat all weekend. We did laps around here, never overheated. We've been driving off-site and back every day, heaps of kilometres. No problems with the cops, no problems with anything. Car has never overheated. We've made over 1,000 kilowatts on the dyno twice. That's pretty good. And tomorrow we're going to drive it back to Melbourne. And thankfully it will be a little bit cooler on the drive home. So yeah, it's been a pretty good year at Summernats, I think. So what's next for the Ute, I guess? We need to turn it up, run sevens. You're going to see that on a future episode of Carnage.